time you're entitled to. Because, you know, it's how it is. You probably have about 10 seconds left. You know what I mean? Big bet. Yeah, I do. Anybody for paper? There we go. Right. You can just write the letter. That's fine. A lot of this comes from the packet you guys did for me last week, but it's stuff that you probably already know. So, okay, so we'll do a minute or two per slide. Oops, I'm sorry. And if you don't know, just kind of relax. You go figure it out. Let's go, guys. Right. Like I said, if you're not sure, if you know who it's not, that's okay for now too. Like there's so much you should be able to eliminate. Maybe another minute or so on the slide. Because of 20 days until the Regents, we got to do some practice every day. Yes, 20 days. This is a way money and we'll get your attention. Yeah. Number 2 is pretty tough, so if you're struggling with that one, that's okay. And if you get it, I'll give you an extra point. Because most people today haven't gotten it. So I tell you what, if you get number 2 right, and when I check your do now, I'll give you an extra point. Okay.
Name with a hint.
No, I'm giving you a point. Why would you get a hint? You know this. Okay. I'm going to shoot ahead to 3, 4, and 5. I can and will double back to 1 and 2 if I need to.
Oh, there's more? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go up to 5. And then we'll get into the real thing. But like I said, we have to do a little Regents every day. Of course. There you go. Okay, anybody else need to go back? Well, actually, you know what? Anybody need to go back and see 1 and 2?
You were hurting my knee.
Yes, come on.
A little bit.
You want to strike today, one? Okay.
We're gonna take
name, which is probably what you know her as.
Persepolis?
Close. Good. Excellent.
Yay.
Right. This is her Greek name. Okay. Greek names tend to be more familiar, but these are in fact the same people. Yeah, I don't want you guys that. So, number 2. Which English word is not a derivative of the name of a Roman deity? In order for something to truly be a derivative, what does it have to have in it?
Same meaning.
Well, it has to have the same meaning, and it also is probably going to have what?
Some of the few words.
Good. Good. So it's going to have all or part of the Latin word. I'm going to say Roman name in this one. Good. So cereal, martial, volcanic, or diet. What do you think? Cereal.
Let's see.
I put C.
I think a C.
I'm gonna go with cereal.
I'm gonna go with D.
I'll go with cereal.
It can't be D because it has diet in it.
No, it does not.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Deity looks like diet, but deity is just the word for God. All right. So cereal. What is cereal?
Food.
Food.
Okay, but it's made of what?
Cereal.
Wheat grains.
Grains, right. Who's the goddess of grain?
Oh.
Boom. Ceres.
Wow.
Let me tell you. So it's not him.
It's not her.
It's B.
Right. Okay. So Marshall. What is
That's fighting.
what is Marshall? Yes. Marshall has to do with fighting. Good. It's got Mars in it. Fantastic.
It's
Give me that.
Is it smart?
Okay. Volcano or volcanic.
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
It's D.
I'm on a roll.
I have D on one.
Boom.
So we do.
Therefore, it has to be diet. Oh, right. Miriam comes up big.
Big money, big money.
No whammy, no whammy. No. Good. Good. This is actually, in terms of multiple choice, this is one of the toughest questions the Regents is going to ask because it asks you to actually do culture combined with English at the same time. Good. So, which road connects
Makes
with
a
Rome?
extra points.
You do.
You didn't win the lotto.
But remember, winners don't gloat. Wow, if I knew it's all it took to make you happy. Which road connected Rome and Brundisium that Packet asked you like 1,000 times? Think it.
Nah, just playing.
Ariel.
A.
Yes. Good. Whoops, I knew I was going to do that. Good, the Albion Way.
Did you fix your board?
For now. For now. Right. Which hero is associated with the labyrinth?
I
We haven't really talked about this one, but you know what?
Isn't that the one with the sentence?
Okay.
I think it's C.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's.
Can I see
Okay.
Hercules?
Hold on.
That's
Let's.
not Hercules.
Right. Let's look at these. Okay. We'll use what we know to figure out what we don't. What? What was
He beheaded Medusa.
what was Perseus's deal?
He beheaded.
Medusa. Right.
With the cracker.
Yeah, he got
There is no Kraken.
Yeah.
Just like there is no Kratos in God of War. You want to know what? There's no Santa Claus either while I'm at it.
She crossed your dreams.
Right.
Kratos has to be real.
So Perseus, good, is associated with Medusa. Theseus. I've never seen his name before, so we'll skip him. Aeneas. You know about Aeneas.
I know he thinks something.
Can I get a hint for 200?
You can. I taught it to you. Okay, Aeneas, okay, typically, when you have Aeneas, you're going to see something about Troy, Dido.
Oh, alright.
Right. So Aeneas, when he appears in the Regents, mostly you see something about Troy, maybe Dido, mother. Okay? He's not associated with the labyrinth. Okay, so we can cross him off. Hercules, what's he famous for?
Being strong.
For beating the dog and Hades, fight Hades.
Right? So he's got different laborers. He's got the Nemean lion. He's got stuff with Cerberus. He's got the Hydra. He's got all those kinds of things. Don't you think if there was something having to do with the labyrinth, you would have known it? Somebody in the room at least would have remembered? Excellent. So, good. Theseus. Unlike in Immortals, Theseus, his big deal was the labyrinth, and he also killed the Minotaur. I know, I'm just ruining the
I did. I watched it like 10 times after watching it.
10 times?
Yeah.
I'm on 5.
Right. What? Yeah,
I'm
figured.
on 5.
Okay,
No 5.
It's on C.
good. Abducting women from the Sabine is fantastic, okay? Let's say, for instance, you didn't know that like Fabian did. Are there any that you could just eliminate because they just don't really make sense?
B.
Right, eliminate B?
I hope you can win it.
You could probably eliminate D because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. And again, it's
Really great.
yes. The two strongest answers here would be A or C. So again, on the Regents, even if you just like narrow it down, you're going to be able to make a far more educated guess than you would have otherwise. Okay? So, moving right along, just a couple of announcements. There are, it's not 25, I was apparently, I'm not really sure where my brain was. It's actually 20 days until the Latin Regents. 20 days. That's 20 class days. 16 class, 16, there's 20 days in terms of school days till the Regents exam. There's only 16 class days because the Regents exam starts. They start on the 13th. Okay? So, just kind of keep that in mind. DOE transfer meeting tomorrow, 6 p.m. If you're unsure of what you're doing next year, you or your parents could certainly come to this to get some information.
Wait, all they tell you there.
They're doing a sort of a special round of the lottery to match you guys with some of the stronger schools, as if you had gotten into the, well, I shouldn't say lottery, as if you had gotten into the process earlier, like in the first round. There's schools that the DOE has talked to in, I think, all the boroughs, I'm not sure, that are basically potentially reserving spots for you guys. There's a couple other schools in the city that are facing the same situation we are. But the really nice thing is, and again, we can get you all this information. Once you get the application, you do not need to deal with anybody other than us. We give it to you, you bring it back to us, we see it gets where it needs to be. Yep.
The thing, do we have to go to that meeting tomorrow?
No, you can still get the information, you can still get the apps, everything else like
So
that.
if you went on Thursday, you don't have to.
Yeah, no, you don't. It's going to be the same thing. Yeah, one.
Where do we get the application from tomorrow?
We don't, as soon as we get them, we're going to give them out to you guys. We're going to have an emergency advisory, if it's not an advisory day, and see that you guys get them.
Can you explain again what is that?
Sure. This?
Yeah.
Basically, it's a way for you to get information about the schools that are going to be available for you guys to apply to.
So you're gonna see like.
Didn't we
schools
have
that
one
are priced?
last week?
Huh?
Didn't we have one last week?
Yes, but a lot of parents didn't make it, so we're doing round 2 tomorrow night. Right, so, mock Regents Wednesday, periods 5, 7, and 8 only. So this will be your second period class. Wednesday, go right to 5th period. If you still owe me any of the packet from last week, some of you do, most of you do, has to be turned in by Friday or you lose credit.
We didn't have to pray that day. Like, they know.
Right, period 5, period 7, period 8, and then you take your mock for the rest of the time.
What happens
So
to,
the mock runs 10 to 1.
what happens to 1 and 2 and 3?
We're not doing this. We alternate. Remember we did 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 last week. We're doing 5, 7, 8, and then next time we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So just keep that in mind. Packets by Friday, or I don't want it. Give me whatever you have, even if you can't finish it. Please give me everything. And then, last but not least, since you guys have been working so hard, I decided to give you next Monday off from school.
Thank you.
Yes. Because I am generous like that.
Can we get Friday too?
Nah, you know what? I couldn't make that happen. I tried really hard. But there are only so many people I could brought. I got you Monday. Don't be greedy. Jeez. All right, so take 4 minutes now, and I want these back. By the way.
Don't give it to me.
Kayla. What? I think she do Iron Mario too.
That's
What?
you got sticky fingers Toro back there. I know. Right. She's like, what? Right. So take about 4 minutes independently, okay? Which obviously means don't talk to the person next to you, don't check somebody else's answers. Try to find as many classical elements as possible on the dollar bill. Okay? Anything that makes you think of the ancient world.
We could circle it?
Front end, don't circle my dollar bill. Right. Right down. I didn't say circle.
I didn't get a dollar.
Dollar.
So write down as many classical elements, front and back, as you can find. Okay? It doesn't have to necessarily be Latin. And don't do that thing where you fold it and tell me there's an owl there. Like there's not an origami element to this. Just like the ones that are like right there.
How are the things with Twin Towers?
It's not classical.
What if you pulled out one? What if you pull it out?
No, $5 bill.
That's what 20.
It's a 20, yeah.
Yeah, like I hand you guys 20s. I don't think I've actually had that many 20s in a time, a very long time. What else you had?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. We're gonna actually talk about that. So you're actually a couple steps ahead. And actually, now that you guys have US, it's actually gonna help. Because at least the American history part, you guys can bring in from elsewhere. Anything whatsoever.
Is this a hidden code
What?
Yeah.
on the pyramid?
Empowerment?
On the pyramid.
Empowerment?
I don't know. We'll talk about it. Like I said, we'll talk about these. So if you think that there's some kind of code on the pyramid, or if the pyramid itself qualifies as something classical or ancient, it doesn't have to just be Greece and Rome. Put that on your list.
Wait, you know what's funny? If every state has a dollar bill, why must it say New York?
Flower. T-shirt.
Wait, what you said?
You understand? Everyone has a dollar bill. Why must it say New York?
It depends on where they're minted.
Oh, you said every state has a dollar bill?
There's only a certain number of
Out
US.
of state?
A dollar bill.
There's only a certain number of US mints in the.
Okay, I think that's what
Thank you.
I'm
Oh, Hey.
Why is it always
But
saying?
they all,
They are
Right.
always saying.
as you guys are working, I also have for you your regent schedules. It tells you where you go and when. On Wednesday. See, it's a good thing our lunch are there.
No one can answer that question.
Wow.
It says California too.
Right. It's basically wherever they're. I think it's wherever they're minted.
It's New York.
Wait, where you see it? Where you see that?
Oh, okay. It's like, it's the same for California. Okay. I thought it just only said New York.
Wait, where you see New York?
Yours say San Francisco or something like that. Mine say San Francisco. And it's
Virginia.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So they have to. So every state has a different. But it's like they have like money is always transported. That's why it's like. Wait. So you have a.
Did we get the classical elements though? Like I'm glad you're looking at it. Right. I'm glad you're looking at it so closely. Okay, that's actually really good. But
What's history on Monday?
let's focus a little bit more narrowly. Classical elements only.
It's design.
This kind of put like the way design.
If you could point out that it's strictly classical, sure.
You know they might find us somewhere in the dollar.
I put your region schedule for Friday on your, I mean, start for Wednesday on your.
That's the whole skin car, right?
What? That's where you go Wednesday.
Wait, what made you listen to what I took out?
Mock regions.
Oh, it was the job. About the 7th?
Yes, and you know what? You're gonna do one the following Wednesday too, and yeah, that'll be it.
That's so sweet. What you found?
Alrighty, Roo. Okay. See, there are 10 of you. You know what? Why don't you get in groups of 2? So basically, who you're near. We don't need to run all around. So you need a scribe who's gonna write down the master list, and then okay, guys. Attendite queso. Right. So what you're gonna do is compare lists, please, and come up with a master list. Put it on the paper that I gave you. Put the names of both people as well. Guys, let's go. Next step. So one of you will be the scribe, one of you will read the list out loud.
Let's only got one paper.
Yeah.
Oh, I already read it.
Look at your 2 lists, compare them, and basically come up with a master list. So like, let's say, for instance, like if you were something Yvette didn't have, Yvette had something you did. Okay, like let's say you had 4 things the same, and then Yvette had one that you didn't have, and you had one that she did. Then those would be 5 and 6. Right. So it's yeah.
Like the other region.
Yep.
Like, what are these patterns with like this, you know, the black and white circle? I forgot what it's called.
Like these?
Yeah, like you see how this is
Right.
like those
I don't even know. I know that's a fleur-de-lis, but I'm not sure. I'll be honest and tell you, patterns aren't really mine.